Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I am filming in my new desk setup, which I will be sharing with you. If you've seen any of my other videos, you might have seen my old desk setup, and if you haven't, I'll insert a picture here. There was nothing wrong with it. I liked the way it looked, but it just wasn't that practical. The desk was quite narrow, so the computer screen was in my face, and the computer monitor that I had wasn't fit for design purposes. It was quite pixelated and the color accuracy just wasn't there. So I knew it was time for an upgrade because I do spend a lot of time doing design work. So I wanted a space that was really comfortable and that I loved working in. So I think I achieved that pretty well with my new desk setup. I wanted to make it pretty affordable. I didn't want to spend too much money. So you'll see kind of the tips and tricks that I did to save some money. But yeah, I've got some clips that I will talk you through. But before we get into it, if you're new here, my name is Shah. I'm a branding and website designer based in the UK. And if you like videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up down below. I'm gonna start us off with the desk. Now, I have been seeing standing desks everywhere. I wasn't that sure if I was gonna use it, so I wasn't predominantly looking for standing desks. However, I was very certain on the size that I wanted in terms of what kind of desk I needed, because the one I had previously was just so narrow that there was no space, for me to put my keyboard and have the screen far enough that it was a suitable distance. So yeah, that was what I was searching for, a bigger desk. And then I came across a standing desk on a site called Delonder that was the dimensions that I wanted, and ended up being kind of the same prices as a non-standing desk. So I thought, why not just go for it? And I know that helps a lot with the posture and just being alert throughout the day. So I thought that I would try it. Having said that, I really love the standing feature of the desk. I've been using it a couple of times throughout the day and it does make a big difference. So if you are looking for a standing desk, I will link this one below. I got it for just over £200, which if you have been looking for standing desks is a very reasonable price. So yeah, I am very happy with this desk. If you wanted to know the dimensions, it is 140 by 70 centimeters. So yeah, it's a perfect size for exactly what I needed. So one of the most important parts of this whole desk setup is the monitor, because like I said, the old monitor I had just wasn't up to standards for design work. If you weren't a designer, it would probably be okay, but because I do a lot of design work, the color accuracy and the sharpness and the overall picture display is very important to me. So I wanted to find a desktop that would be perfect for designers. So the one I have now is from BenQ, and it is their designer monitor, which is part of their Design View series. And basically it incorporates their BenQ AQ color technology, which is actually designed for creatives to have a really great color accuracy, which is exactly what I'm looking for and what I need in a monitor. So this is perfect if you're a designer like myself. The overall picture display is amazing. You have a whole bunch of different ranges that you choose from, and they have display settings specifically for a MacBook as well. So if you're a MacBook user like I am, then you can select that and it matches the colors to your MacBook, which is perfect. Also, it has different modes for if you're in a dark room or for if you're reading. So it's really good for your eyes if you spend a lot of time looking at your screen. Another thing that I love about this monitor is actually the stand that it comes on. You're able to move it up and down, tilt it side to side, and you're able to spin it around so that it is long ways. So if that's something that you wanted to do with your monitor, this is perfect for that as well. So overall, I would really recommend this monitor for if you're a designer. Even if you're in another creative field like photography or videography, this is also a great monitor for you. The thing I want to talk about is the desk riser or the monitor stand, whatever you want to call it. So I was looking everywhere online for this and I couldn't find the perfect one. And when I did, it was around $200, $300, and I just could not bring myself to spend that much money on a plank of wood essentially. So what I did was I went to the DIY store, I got some wood, got some sanding paper, some wood glue, and I made it myself for less than £20. Yeah, it was fairly easy and it wasn't the most professional way to do things, but it did the job and I think it turned out pretty well. It gave off the look that I wanted, so that's the main thing. Also, all the home decor bits that I got to decorate the desk, I got them from H&M Home. I absolutely love everything from H&M Home. It just looks so good and it really fits my aesthetic and matches the rest of my house. As much as this whole desk setup makeover is to do with practicality, I also want it to look good and I want to feel good in the space as well. terms of keyboard and mouse, I kept the same keyboard. I was using the Apple Magic Keyboard before and I haven't had any issues with it, so I just kept it the same. I have been looking into mechanical keyboards. I don't think I need one just yet, and I didn't want to spend the money unnecessarily, so maybe down the line I could look into getting one. But for now, the Apple one is completely fine. I did want to get a new mouse because I don't know if I just don't know how to use the Apple mouse properly, but I can never get it to double click or left click, and it kind of really bothered me. So I decided to invest in an Ergonomic Mouse by Logitech. I could never find a mouse that kind of looked nice but was also ergonomic, and I think this one looks pretty good for the fact that it is an ergonomic mouse. It feels really good in the hand. The clicks are quite silent, and I just really enjoy using it. It feels kind of fun to use. So yeah, I would really recommend this mouse if you're looking for a new one. And I will leave everything linked down below as well, just for your reference if you want to go check it out and do some research for yourself. I also got a new laptop stand so I can have it matching my desk riser or my monitor stand. I had a metal one before and it just didn't go with this aesthetic, so I got a wooden one from Amazon. It was very, very cheap and it just kind of ties everything all together, so I really like that addition as well. So one thing that this desk didn't include was actually drawers that would fit in, and I did add in some drawers actually to put my printer on underneath the desk, but I wanted some drawers that would come out underneath the desk in case I needed to put some notebooks in there, some tech stuff, some wires, and some stationery bits. So I found these little drawers that you'd stick on from Amazon. I wasn't too sure how they would turn out, if they would be sticky enough, so I thought it was worth a try. So I stuck them onto the bottom of the desk. It comes in a pack of 3, and I used all 3 of them. And to my surprise, they work really, really well actually. I've put a few heavy things in there. I've put the microphone that I'm using now in there, which is pretty heavy, and it works fine. It holds up okay. I would really recommend these if you have a desk that doesn't have drawers and you really want drawers. They're a very good alternative. So the last thing that I want to talk about is the new chair that I got, and I kind of struggled with this because I just find that there are no chairs out there that look aesthetically pleasing. So I kind of had to sacrifice on the look of it a little bit for more of the practicality and kind of comfort, because the one I had before was very basic. It didn't have any armrests, whereas this one has armrests. It has the headrest and it has lumbar support that you can adjust as well, which is really, really nice. So yeah, definitely upgraded on the chair, and I think it's just so useful, especially because I am someone that needs to remind myself to sit up straight. So this chair really helps, and it's super comfy, especially if I'm sitting down for a long period of time working. It's nice to have a very comfortable chair. So I would recommend this one. I got it from Amazon. I'll link it down below as well. It's fairly cheap in terms of desk chairs. I know they can be very pricey. I got this one for under £100. So I do recommend this one. It doesn't have kind of all the bells and whistles some of the more expensive chairs have, but it does the job, and it is an upgrade from my old one, so I do recommend it. So that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it gave you some ideas for your own desk setup. If you liked this video, please remember to subscribe and leave a thumbs up down below. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below and I'll get back to you, and I will see you in my next video.